Hey guys, welcome to today's video. We are here for a follow-up video. I heard you loud and clear, okay? A couple weeks ago, I uploaded a video on my channel that was inspired by Hope Miss Tom and Clove Room. It was called Makeup I Had No Business Buying. And I talked about some products that were expensive, that I spent my hard-earned money on, and I haven't decluttered them. But I kind of regretted it and I was like, oh, I shouldn't have really spent my money on that. Well, this is the opposite to that. I have not decided what I'm going to call it yet, but these are, in the words of my friend Khaki, top shelf. Like, these are my holy grails. I have no regrets here. Zero regrets have been given. These are all products that I spent my hard-earned money on. They were not gifted to me. I did not receive them in PR. I went out and purchased them, and you know what? Every single dollar that I spent was worth it. So if that's what you want to watch, that is what we are here to do today. But first, if you're new, hello and welcome. My name is Kelly and I love all things makeup and beauty. I love talking, I love makeup, I love talking about makeup. So if you like to chat about makeup too, this is the place for you. But why don't we go ahead and start talking about some makeup. Okay, so in my makeup I shouldn't have purchased video, I picked 5 products. I initially was going to pick 5 products for this video too, but I have 8. I have 8 today. These are like product staples, products I don't regret, products I reach for. Some have even been repurchased, and if you're not new here, these are not going to be new to you either. So I guess we'll just start by how I apply them on my face, first of all. Hello, welcome. If you're new, I'm Kelly and I am obsessed with the Glow Recipe Watermelon Glow Niacinamide Dewdrops. I've talked about these a million times on my channel. If you just watched the Get Ready With Me when I was in New Orleans with my friend Heather Austin on her channel, you will hear us talking about this product. This is a staple for me. First of all, it is a serum, niacinamide dewdrops. So niacinamide is known for brightening and reducing redness. And this is a serum, but I feel like it just, First of all, it provides my skin with hydration. It makes my skin look hydrated, it makes my skin feel hydrated, and it does leave a little bit of a glow. In the video that I referenced on Heather's channel with the Get Ready With Me, she was saying that her oily skin loves this, my dry skin loves this. Now, she uses it as part of her skincare. I use it as a primer. So I will do all of my skincare, I'll let it soak in, and then right before I go to apply makeup, I will put a pump or two of this all over my face and let it soak in, and it just, chef's kiss. It is the best of the best. I love it. I love it for hydration. I love it for making my skin look glowy and luminous. I love a dewy foundation. Okay, first of all, I do love a dewy foundation. I am not wearing a dewy foundation today. I'm wearing the Fenty Stick Foundation, but even with the Glow Recipe, matte foundations can look glowy, natural finish foundations can look glowy, dewy foundations can look glowy. It's just the perfect recipe for my skin. I love it, and it has really good products in there. So that is one. I have repurchased it. I think this is my 3rd bottle. When I'm out again, I'm feeling really torn because I am almost out of this product. I don't know if you can tell, but it's we're down to the bottom. And like I said, this is my 3rd container. I'm kind of to the point where I've been using it for several years. I want to try a different primer, but I'm also can I come to terms with this not being in my collection? And that I just don't know because it's so amazing. And I guess I could. I was going to say I wouldn't necessarily use this and then put another primer on top of it, but why not? Who's going to tell me no? Who's going to stop me, boo? Okay? Nobody. Nobody's going to stop me. So that is one product that's it's it for me. It's the bee's knees, chef's kiss, top shelf, holy grail, love it. Going into another complexion product, I have repurchased this one also. It's bougie. So remember back when Desi Perkins and Katie from Luster Lux would upload beauty videos, before they had their brands and everything, they always talked about the Giorgio Armani Luminous Silk Foundation. And I never purchased it because it's very expensive, but I finally bit the bullet after having my daughter, who is now 4.5. She's actually almost 5, and I can't even believe it. But I purchased a full size of it, and it was my only foundation for a really, really long time. This is not the full size. Then, after using about half of it and getting back into makeup and revving my channel back up and coming back into the beauty space, I ended up having to declutter it, sadly. And after decluttering it, I realized I really missed it in my collection. But I'm at a point where I really like to have a curated makeup collection. Like, I want to be using the makeup that's in my collection. I want to be loving the makeup that's in my collection. So when I purchased this again, they do have a smaller size. This is 0.6 fluid ounces, so a little more than half of a fluid ounce. But this one's like $44. I was trying not to shake it because I'm down to here. Okay, like, we have made dents here. Like, you can see the bottom. This foundation is perfection. This foundation is the absolute best. This foundation could be, if I could only keep one, it would be this. It would be this. I feel like it's worth every penny. First of all, it gives me a luminous finish, not dewy. It's not going to make you look oily. Now, keep in mind, I have dry skin, okay? But it's not gonna make me look oily and gross, but it gives your skin just like a luminous look to it, like silk. A luminous, silky look. It really does. I look very polished. It's more of a medium coverage. I wouldn't say it's quite as light as the Fenty stick that I'm wearing today, but it's also not like as full coverage as like the Colourpop Pretty Fresh foundation. Has more coverage than this one. If you've tried the Juvia's Place, the I Am Magic Hydrating Foundation, it doesn't have as much coverage as that, but it's the right amount of coverage for me. It makes my skin look, when I tell you that people compliment my complexion when I wear this, I get compliments almost every time I wear this, specifically on my complexion. Just the other day I was wearing this at work and another teacher walked up to me and she was like, wow, your skin looks really good today. And I was like, oh, thanks. You know, like I just have makeup on today. Like normally I don't wear makeup. And she was like, well, I mean, like whatever foundation you're wearing, like your skin just looks really amazing. It was this. I went to my friend's son's birthday party. He was turning 2. Her husband's grandma was there. And she literally stopped me and we proceeded to have a 30-minute conversation about this foundation because she was raving about my skin. When I am out in the world, people compliment my makeup when I'm wearing this foundation because it looks like my skin, but it looks hydrated and it feels comfortable and it's long wearing. And you can kind of see like my freckles and stuff underneath, but it's gonna even my skin tone. It's gonna cover the redness of blemishes. It's just everything I want. It is everything I want and need in a foundation. And I have no regrets. I do not regret purchasing the full price. The reason why I spent the $44 and purchased the smaller size was because I do actually intend to use every single last drop of this. But it's not my only foundation in my collection, but it's the one that I reach for the most, hands down. Now that I've gone off on a tangent about my love for the Luminous Silk Foundation, speaking of complexion, I spent a pretty penny on my Charlotte Tilbury bronzer. I think this is like $55 or something. I'm not looking up prices, but I think it's around that. This is the Airbrush bronzer. I have the shade 2 medium. I purchased this because people on YouTube rave about it. They say that it's amazing. They sing its praises. So a couple years ago when I had like one of those $100 Sephora Rouge gift cards where you spend the 2,500 points, I finally purchased this. I picked it up and I went with the shade 2. And I love it. I love it because I struggle with finding bronzers that are not too red on me. As a natural redhead, I feel like it's easy for a bronzer to look orangey or look too warm. This is definitely a bronzer. It's not a contour, but I would say that it has more of a neutral undertone. It is going to pull a little bit warmer on me because of my red hair, but I feel like it makes my skin look healthy. I can use it kind of as like a contour bronze where it's gonna warm up my skin. It's gonna create some shape in my face, in the hollows of my cheek, but it's not going to be too much. It's not cool toned, so it's not going to make me look like gray or anything like that. It's just the perfect bronzer. It's matte, and although I have dry skin and I really like a dewy finish, I go in with Luminous, base products. I go in with a Luminous foundation, and I will go in with a shimmery blush, but I really want my bronzer to be matte, and this is expensive, but I don't regret it. I don't regret it at all. Okay. This next product, I did look up the price because I purposely purchased this during a Sephora VIB sale because it is $49 for a blush. It's Gucci, y'all. First of all, this packaging, take a moment for the packaging, okay? You are paying a Gucci price tag. You are getting heavy, luxurious packaging, but when I tell you the product inside, 5 stars, top shelf, holy grail, chef's kiss. This is it for me. This is it for me. I love this blush. I have the shade 05 Rosy Beige. When I first purchased this, I was using it so much that I had to make myself put it away because I love it so much. When I look at it in the pan, it looks like a matte blush, but when I put it on the cheeks, I just feel like there's like a nice satin to it. There's no chunks of glitter, there's no shimmer, but it doesn't look like flat and dull on my face. My skin looks hydrated. The Rosy Beige is like the perfect shade for my skin. It's pigmented. Someone else commented on my video when I was talking about this one time and said that they felt like they didn't think it was super pigmented, but like, I'm fair, y'all. I am fair. In the Armani Luminous Silk, I'm shade 4, okay? I am fair. But on me, it's pigmented, but I don't go too hard in the pigment. Like, it's just, it's beautiful, it's bougie, it's luxurious, it looks phenomenal on my skin. And again, I'm just really into healthy skin right now. I'm into loving the products that I have, and I didn't have to spend $49 on it because I did get 20% off during Sephora VIB sale, but I regret nothing. I regret nothing with this blush. Moving into more blushes, because I guess I have a thing with blush. I have a thing with blush. In my video where I was talking about makeup I had no business buying, I felt bad because I was talking about Pat McGrath, and I really do love a lot of her products. I have many of her products. I love a lot of her products, but I was talking about how I really should not have spent the money on the motherships. What I should have done is just purchase more blush. That's what I should have done. I have multiple blushes from her. So this one right here is in the shade Nymphet. This is what kicked it off for me. It's just a beautiful nudie mauve blush. All of my blushes are the same. This one was a holiday collection. It is in Nude Venus 2. This one's a little bit more, I don't know, I guess maybe neutral and not quite as mauve-y as the Nymphet. And then I purchased this little trio, which has this one right here in Divine Rose and Desert Orchid, both absolutely beautiful, phenomenal blushes. The thing that I love about these blushes are, again, they are not shimmery, there are no specks of glitter, but it makes my skin look silky and hydrated. It's not flat matte, it's not too matte that it looks dull. It still has some life to it. My skin looks healthy when I wear it. It's blendable, it's pigmented, but I don't go too hard. I can build it up, and overall, I love them so much that I bought more. So there's that. I have a couple more products I want to share with you. I talked about an eyeshadow palette that I regretted in my previous video, but one that I don't regret. One that I am absolutely still in love with, that I almost did not purchase. In a video, I said I was not going to get this palette when it first released. I said I wasn't going to do it. And I did it. It is the Natasha Denona Retro Palette. When this first released, I said I wasn't going to get it. I said I didn't need another palette. These are the middies. They're like $65. They're expensive. I love her formula. I have said over and over, Natasha Denona formula is my absolute favorite, but I wasn't gonna get it. My friend Smags picked it up. She let me borrow it. I fell in love, and this is one of my most reached for eyeshadow palettes of all time. The thing that I love about it is you have a nice mixture of like mauves, which are my tones, but you also have like this cooler Jude shade. Helio is a really cool shade. You can warm it up right here with this little section. You can go very deep and smoky with Swing. You can like go deep on the cooler spectrum here. I really love this shade right here in Glitz. Psychedelic is great for the inner corner, which actually I don't have an inner corner. I forgot to add one. So let's just take Psychedelic and just like pop it right here. Y'all, look at that. Look at that. I love the formula. I love the quality. I reach for this time and time again. There was a look that I created that I got a ton of love on. So many people said that I really enjoyed the makeup look, and it was this palette here. I love it. I think it was worth every bit of the $69 that I paid for it. I did purchase mine from Sephora, but I do want to let you know, now that Natasha Denona has an affiliate link, I applied and I did receive an affiliate link and an affiliate code, so I always have it listed down below. I want to say say with the affiliate code, I'm pretty sure it's one-time use. I'm almost positive. I think that it's 15% off of a one-time purchase, but 15%, okay, off of a one-time purchase from the Natasha Denona website, and you can use code KBella and you can save money. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. Y'all, I love it so much. I keep reaching for it. It's amazing. It's phenomenal. It is one of my favorite eyeshadow palettes, one of my most used eyeshadow palettes, Chef's Kiss. Then I have some lip products. We will round out with lip products. Okay, so here's this little teeny tiny baby Charlotte Tilbury lip liner. I was going to say that I cannot tell you the last time I finished a lip liner, but I can. It was actually Charlotte Tilbury Pillow Talk was the last time I finished a lip liner. Lip liners are not something that I typically finish because, first of all, they start out very long, and I mean, I have several, but this one right here is the one that goes everywhere with me, travels with me, stays in my purse, wear it at work. It's perfect because it's creamy but not too creamy. I'm finding that I do enjoy the Natasha Denona lip liners, but I feel like those are almost a little bit too creamy that they slip and slide. This is creamy. It's not going to tug on my lips, but it is going to stay in place. It's not too creamy to the point where it's like spreading and going elsewhere. Iconic Nude is great. I can wear it with nudes. I can wear it with mauves. I can wear it with reds. I can wear it with whatever. I love it. It's phenomenal. Like I said, this is my second Charlotte Tilbury lip liner that I will be going through at some point in time, most used. I will 100% repurchase that. And also in my Get Ready With Me with Heather Austin on her channel when we were in New Orleans, I mentioned that Heather got me onto Lunar Beauty liquid lipsticks, and this liquid lipstick in the shade Perfection is just that. It is perfection. Okay, I'm still very much in my liquid lipstick era. I do love a liquid lip. This is a beautiful mauve liquid lip. First of all, it smells amazing. It glides on smoothly. This one smells like maybe it's going bad. That would be my one qualm, is I feel like they go bad quickly. When my original Perfection went bad, I went out and purchased another one, and I do feel like they maybe go bad a little bit quicker than some of the other liquid lips that I have in my collection. But this shade, it's beautiful. It's like a beautiful mauve shade. It's comfortable on the lips. It doesn't feel tight. You know what I mean? Like, you don't have to necessarily moisturize before you put this on, but it's going to stay. It's going to stay where you want it to. It's going to look beautiful. This is a winning combination. I regret nothing. I do not regret repurchasing this, and if this goes bad and I have to throw it away, I will repurchase again. Okay, friends, that is going to do it for this video. These are my top shelf, Holy Grail, Chef's Kiss, no regrets. The best of the best. The best of the best. This is my jam. It's what I love. It's what I reach for time and time again. I'm so glad that I spent my money on these. I think it was worth it. If you are interested in hearing about makeup products that I would spend my money on, I could do one more installment of this. We have the makeup I had no business buying. Now we have like my favorites, Chef's Kiss, best of the best that I purchased. Like, no regrets. I'm glad I spent my money on it. But if you are interested in seeing, I have makeup products that I was going to put in here and I was like, oh wait, I got that in PR. Oh wait, that was gifted to me. Oh wait, I didn't spend my money on it. So if you are interested in one more installment, hearing about products that I would spend my money on, they were gifted to me or they were given in PR, but I would 100% repurchase them or buy them myself, let me know down below and I can do that for you. Otherwise, if you enjoyed this one, please go ahead and give it a thumbs up. I would love to know in the comments down below, what are your top 3 or more? Tell me all of them, but what are your top 3, like, no regrets? Like, you don't regret purchasing them. They may have been expensive or not, and you're happy about that. You love them. Money well spent. Let me know down below. That's going to do it for this one. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure you're subscribed before you go. That way I can see you in the next one. Bye.